What's up, everybody? Carlton T. Clay here. Yes, I'm so excited because this is a some brand new content I'm bringing to you guys. Something that I want to do. Just something to let you guys get to know me more and also get to know the people that I work with. This is called VPN Chat, where I will be chatting with your favorite VPN actors, people that have been on the movies and on the series. Of course, the first episode, I had to bring on my bro. I'm truly excited to have him on. He was the star of Lover's Lane. He's the star of Reindeer Games. He's also in A Very Merry New Year. Without further ado, I present Mr. Kevin J. Stone. Let's bring him in here. Kev, what's up, man?
What's going on, man?
And no much,
Thank, I'm
but
gonna, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you for that lovely introduction. I don't know what you said before I got on here, but I'm assuming you gave a little bit. So thank you for that lovely introduction. You're so kind.
nah, it was a good one. I ain't talk about you too bad.
Okay, appreciate it. Because you could have. You could
Yeah,
have.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, like I said, man, we here VPN chat. Basically, this forum is to just basically get to know all the actors and actresses that have been a part of all
Right.
the VPN projects. They get to know me better, get to know you better, and just get to know the talk about kind of the behind the scenes stuff. Um, people of course be having questions about and everything. So yeah, we're just gonna chop it up a little bit.
Okay.
But first, of course, want to get to know you better. Um, where are you originally from?
I am originally from a city in Virginia called Danville. It's a small city. Uh, I couldn't even tell you what it's by. I'm bad with the directions. I'll say it's near, if you know Lynchburg. It's not too far from Greensboro, like 30 minutes away from Greensboro. I know a
Okay.
lot of people know Greensboro, A&T, so it's close to there. Yeah.
Cool. And you currently are in North Carolina. So what brought you to North Carolina?
My dad actually got a job when I was in elementary school, fifth grade. We moved from Danville to Greensboro. We lived there for a year. He was working in an apartment complex, and then he moved to another apartment complex in Durham. And lived in Durham from '96 to about 2000 and geez, before I moved to Raleigh. So 7 years. I'm bad with math, but
I'm
yeah,
telling you, man, them dates, man. You
yeah,
trying to keep up with
yeah,
everything. Everything be all them
yeah.
numbers be jumbled.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
how did you get started with acting?
Oh, you know what? I was just talking to my about this last week. I'm gonna try to give you the short version because it can go real long. So in 2009, well, I'll say this. Growing up as a kid, I always knew that I wanted to be an actor, but I knew that I was too shy. Like,
Mm,
I was painfully shy to the point that I would try to check out books in the library about my shyness, but I was too shy to go to the librarian and check them out because I didn't want her to think, judge me about checking out this book. That's just how my mom was. But anyway, I saw movies as a kid like Crooklyn, and I remember going to the theater, and it was like every time I would go see a movie in the theater, it would like affect my brain. Like I would try to become these characters, but like put my own spin on them. And I knew that acting just had a hold on me, but I just knew that I was too shy. And so my family was always like, Kevin, you're not gonna be able to do acting because you're too shy. You gotta find something else you want to do.
mm,
And I was just like, no, this is what I want to do. I just know it. So 2009 rolls around. I'm in Durham, and at the time I was going to a mega church called Word Overcomers. Shout out to them and Pastor Andy. Um, and they were doing an open call for the drama ministry. And I was debating on whether I wanted to do it because I was still shy. Like I wasn't that shy as I was as a child, but I was really shy still. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. So it was on a Monday in November. I remember it was cold. I got in my car, and I got to the parking lot and I said, God, I said a prayer. I said, if you hold my hand and walk me in here, then I won't turn back. I will go and do this audition because I thought that I was gonna have to prepare an audition. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I was like, if you walk me in here and hold my hand, I will do this. And I walked in there and they welcomed me with open arms. I didn't have to audition, and God's been holding my hand ever since. From there, I went on to do After we did a play called Tomorrow, and it was the first time I'd ever acted, and it was in front of 1,100 people. And I had like a main role in the play. And so after we did that play, the next day we went back to like clean up and everything. And I just remember I broke down and started crying because I couldn't believe that I actually went through with something that I wanted to do, but was
Mm.
always too scared to do. So they comforted me, and they were like, Kevin, you did a good job, and this is what you wanted to do. Just keep going. And so after that, I got the acting bug. I was like, I gotta figure out how I can continue to do this because this feeling is just taking over me. This is what I knew I was meant to do. So I got on Craigslist and I started looking for casting calls on Craigslist, and I that's how I linked up with Tamika Morris. And we did several plays. You know Tamika Morris.
Yeah.
I know the people tuning in right now might not know who she is, but she's one of the people that I credit for giving me my start. Her, Javon Clark, and Carlton C. Clay are the three people I credit for me being the Kevin J. Stone you see today. Um, but anyway, yeah. So I got with Tamika. We did some plays. We did a web series called Broken, which you know about that as well. And
Hmm.
then she asked if I want to do a radio show, and I was like, radio show? What are you talking about? She was like, I'm doing this online radio show, and I want you to host it with my co-star Ashley B. Bagley that we did, Lovers Lane with. Um, and so I was like, okay, because Ashley and I already have good chemistry, great chemistry. We started doing that, and we started looking for guests. I don't even know how you got to that call. I don't know how that happened, but I'm so glad. I'm so glad that it happened. Oh,
I,
somehow another. Go ahead.
yeah, no, I'm about to say I was trying to remember how I found y'all. I don't remember. I just know I
Yeah.
saw. I think I saw like a post in one of the groups,
Uh,
maybe.
okay. Yeah, because she was posting like looking for guests.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I think that's what it was, and yeah, I think I
okay.
saw the group. I just remember I was stalking y'all like every day. I was like, "Yo, I'm ready to come on. I'm ready to come on."
And
So
we need to get.
because y'all was
Yeah.
like, you was like, "Hold on, we coming."
Hey, well, listen, sometimes you gotta just stalk. You know what I'm saying? To get your blessing, you just gotta stalk 'em. Yeah, if that's a word for somebody. Stalk to get your blessing.
They gonna take that the wrong way, Kel. That's
Yeah, don't stalk me because I can't bless you. Just
I'm telling you, you
and
already
don't
know.
start calling me.
I'm about to say you already got fans. I don't know if you want to say
No, 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 no.
that.
I changed my mind.
So yeah, so that's basically how me and Kevin and of course Ashley, that's how we met. Was through the radio show. I remember the first thing I actually watched you on, I think was therapy, actually.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
first thing I saw you on.
Yeah,
Um
Sham Redmond. Shout out to her.
yeah. So I saw you was playing her. Y'all was together, but you was married, right? Yeah. Was that right?
That was so long ago, man.
I
I know. Yeah. I think it was. I was married and I was married. Yeah.
yeah.
That's right.
I just remember you walked out with some pajama bottoms. And I was like, what is this man doing? um, so yeah, and then I watched Broken. And
Okay.
I remember I was that show had me up late. I just remember I was watching it up till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I watched it like the entire series. That's it. It was good,
Yeah.
bro. It was good.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
obviously what captivated me at first was the opening because I'm like, they got K Michelle? That's tight.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, like I said, that was a great series. And of course I saw a lot of you guys on there, you, TJ, Ashley. There's a lot of y'all was on there. So definitely, like I said, it was definitely awesome to see
Donnell was up there.
yeah, Donnell, that's right. I can't forget Donnell. So it was good to see y'all on there. And like I said, the link up between us, we got to talk about the actual initial series because you and Ashley came to Atlanta
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
audition for. We had a show that we was gonna do called Lovers and Friends,
Mhm.
and I remember Kevin and Ashley came all the way from North Carolina, came to Atlanta to audition for that play. I mean for the series. Um, I don't remember exactly what you auditioned for, but I just know that you did a great job, and I know that ended up casting you for the part. But
Mhm.
unfortunately, that show didn't happen. So
You know what? I actually I actually look because I think I recorded the auditions on my phone at the time because I actually
uh
had Ashley's audition on my Google Drive.
huh.
I think I deleted it though, but I had it up there. I forgot what it was, but I think I did like two different scenes that I submitted an audition for.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I just know y'all did a great job, and I remember telling them, I said, "Yeah, you got to cast both of them because they were great.
man,
They were great."
I, I was so nervous. I was so nervous outside. Before I walked in that room, I was so my heart was pounding.
But I couldn't tell, bro. I could not tell.
That's it.
Um, I just know I was just very disappointed that we couldn't make it happen.
Yeah,
Because I knew especially you guys. I saw a lot of those people that auditioned. They already lived in Atlanta.
right.
I know you guys had drove all the way down here, and I was like, I had these people drive all the way down here for this audition, and we did not. We're not going to do this show. I cannot believe it. But um, that's how Lover's Lane came about because I was like, oh no, I'm gonna do something. And yeah, and like I said, I was like Kevin and Ashley definitely gonna be a part of it. Um talk to me because you play, of course you play Malachi. So you were the
Uh,
it's an ensemble show, but honestly, I mean you were the lead, you and
uh,
Shataria.
yeah.
Talk to me about when you first got the scripts, like what was your like initial reaction to what was going on season one?
My initial reaction was like, man, this writing is incredible. That's honestly like when I read it, I was like, it reads like a book. I really am loving this character. I'm loving the storylines, not just my character. I'm loving like all the storylines. So it was entertaining. I knew that the people were gonna love it, so I was like, yeah, I have to do this. And then when I saw what was going on with my character, I was like, okay, this is something I've never experienced before. Um, so it's gonna be interesting to play. And I just loved how this character Malachi was. So he, it pulled me in, and I was like, yeah, this is something I got to do.
So of course Malachi has had evolved a lot
Hmm.
um throughout
Hmm.
the season. What was your favorite storyline that involved Malachi out of all the six seasons?
Ooh, yeah, because that last one was something. That last one was something. But I think I actually like the season where was it Curtis and Tasha? Is it Tasha? I
Hmm.
forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Curtis and
Curtis
Tasha.
and Tasha one. Yeah, when they came, I like that storyline with the whole swinging thing. I like that. I think I like that the most. That's one of my top. Yeah.
I think that's everybody's top.
Yeah. Yeah, that scene, people definitely love that scene.
Well, speaking of, let's talk about that scene because I know um, a lot of people watch, content, mature rated
Uh,
content, and they think it's like really easy to do that stuff because, it's human nature. That's what we do. Not maybe not to that extent, but you know,
right.
we we have our fun, shall we say? How difficult is it as an actor to actually do the mature rated type scenes? 'Cause I know I know you guys, a lot of people say it looks sexy, but it's not really sexy.
No, it's not. You got either you got a sock on or sometimes you have like tape on. The women have tape on, so it's a situation you're trying to make sure that you keep everything in place so that nothing doesn't slip out because this is on YouTube and you can't have nudity up there at the time. Um, and so it's like you're saying, it's not as sexy as it comes off on screen. When it comes off sexy on screen, that's the goal. That's a win. Um, but I'm always trying to make sure that the person I'm doing the scene with, like, I want to make sure they're comfortable. Because I'm like, I'm good. I just want to make sure you're comfortable. What do you not want me to do? Can I not touch you here? Can I not kiss you there? Let me know so that I don't step my bounds.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
I'm gonna say I think my favorite scene of Malachi definitely was the last season. I like that Malachi was dark.
Uh,
I really enjoyed that. I love seeing your range on that. I mean, because I already knew you could do it, but as far as actually
yeah.
seeing it and actually seeing how it transpired and just the character itself, how he went from he wasn't really quiet, but he was like he was more reserved, kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with the flow, whatever. I mean, even with the whole swinger thing, he wasn't really down for that, but like Cynthia more so convinced him to do it. So it was like, I'm gonna
Right.
do this. I'm gonna do this for my wife. Um, but in season 6, like Malachi didn't care. He was just like,
No.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. I don't
Right.
care. So
Yep.
I really enjoyed that aspect of it. What was your least favorite storyline?
Of Malachi?
You could do a Malachi's and you could do it the whole series.
Of Malachi's.
I gotta think. I got a horrible memory. Um, least, least favorite story.
Be honest
Do I have a?
and be
I will.
honest.
I will. I'm trying. Like I'm really trying to think because I don't know if I have a least favorite storyline of Malachi. I
You
really
gotta
like.
you gotta have one thing you was like, all right, Carter, come on.
I really wish I'd watched this show before we got up here because I'm just like, oh, no, I like that. I like that. See, I can't. I was about to say there was an episode where the whole episode was like a dream.
Okay, okay.
And Malachi got shot, but I actually did like that. Um, I'm just gonna say it was my least favorite because I can't think of anything that was my least favorite.
That was
Least
actually
favorite for
I was about to say that was actually that was honestly a filler episode because I was trying to get to 25.
Right.
So it was we had did 9 episodes that season. So that made the total 25. So that was honestly just a filler. So I mean, not that I disliked the episode, but it was just like it was just something that would honestly the episode could be tossed out and it wouldn't change different. It wouldn't make a difference
Yeah.
in
Right.
the storyline. So
and least favorite storyline of the series. Again, I wouldn't. I'm sorry, I wouldn't prep ahead of time for this. I didn't know this was gonna be asked. um, Carson,
I always gotta be ready with me, son.
you're right. You're right. I can't think of anything that I was a bad storyline. Um, Kane. I'm just gonna say Kane. Just mm, yeah, nah.
You gonna make TJ call in.
Let him call in. It's all love, bro. Um, yeah, just Kane.
I must say, even though I mean I wrote it, but I think I definitely didn't like when Malachi and Gabe were arguing.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Not that y'all did a bad job. That has nothing to do with your acting. I
No,
as
no,
far as
no.
like just the story itself. It's hard as a writer to say, "Oh, what was your least favorite?" because you wrote it. But I'm just saying, like, just for like, because as a writer, you got to go where the story goes.
Yeah.
So, but just even watching it as a fan of the show, um, I definitely didn't like when Malachi and Gabe didn't get along. I think
There
Gabe
you
and
go.
Malachi they complement each
Ooh,
other.
I know now. I
Okay,
definitely know now.
okay.
For me, my least favorite storyline for Malachi is when he got slapped for real by by Cynthia. That was a hard slap.
Which one? You got slapped
I
multiple
think
times,
it
didn't you? No. You got slapped once, but you got hit on the head in
once.
the purse. That's what it
Yeah, I got hit in
was.
the head with the bird. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got slapped. That was either like season 2 or 3. I want to say.
Yeah, I think it was 3.
Okay, yeah,
I
because
mean,
she slapped.
Shay got heavy hands, bro. I mean, it's
She
not just
does.
you. So everybody that's played opposite of Shatari Stokes has fell victim to the hands.
Yeah, she. I don't know if she was a fighter in her past life or what, but you know, those are those all my life I had to fight hands right there that you just don't want to feel. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah. It's really that serious. It's definitely that serious. Let's talk about some like funny memories behind the scenes, some stuff that maybe people, if you can remember anything that happened behind the scenes. I know my favorite thing that happened behind the scenes. I'm gonna let you go first though, because you're the guest.
Now,
Is this something that we? Is this a safe space?
Oh yeah, it's it's
It's
it's
a safe
it's
space.
it's it's, it's Shannon Sharp's safe.
oh, okay. So,
We about to hit 25 million views. Let's go. um, well, I don't know if this is a. It's not supposed to be a fun moment, but for me, it was entertaining. Season one when we went out to eat with
Oh
that
gosh,
that was an entertaining night. Like we
yes,
went out to eat and we went to some restaurant that was, you
horrible.
know, yeah, it was.
It was
I'm gonna
horrible.
stop there. I,
It was presented to us as a 5 star,
uh,
and then we saw it, we got there, it was definitely um uh I can't even think of an analogy to go with it, but it was just not good. I just remember I said I wanted cheese grits, and they literally took a slice of cheese, crab single cheese, and put it in the center of the grits.
yeah,
And I was like, what is this? Yeah.
yeah,
I
that was something.
yeah.
Another moment that stood out. We had like we joked so much behind the scenes. We really had a lot of good times.
I agree. I think like I said,
Hmm.
it was definitely especially the early on,
uh,
we definitely had a lot of great times. I definitely enjoyed being around you guys. I used to be like this, um even having the experience of filming with y'all, then coming back to Augusta to film, it was like, sometimes it was like, all right, y'all, we got to get it like how we doing it up there. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
it was a good experience. It definitely overall it was a good experience. My favorite moment was when you guys surprised me for my birthday.
Oh yeah, we did that.
See, you just be bringing it. You have a really good memory, man. I just
I try sometimes, but no, but on the thing, GL messed it up.
Yeah, he did. I remember he messed it up.
He
Yeah,
definitely messed it up because he went
yeah.
live. He went live on Facebook and was like, "Well, we about to get ready to surprise the director." And I was like, "What is happening?" And so I had to act like I knew nothing.
yeah.
And so yeah, that was that. But overall, I thought that was the nicest gesture. And also, I think another moment was when Miss Tammy, rest in peace, when she gave me my director's chair. That was dope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of those nights we broke some of her decorations, right? Somebody had bumped into something, like knocked down a vase or something like, oh, oh, my bad. What was we talking about? We were talking about something else.
It was me. It was me. Yeah, we was cleaning up, and my big behind knocked over the vase, and I was like, oh my god, because first of all, her husband was already trying to get us out of there,
Yeah.
and here I go breaking stuff, and I'm like, oh gosh, they're gonna kick us out. We're never gonna be able to come back ever again. So yeah, that
Oh,
was
as long as we
interesting.
got you out there, we were good.
As long as you keep her in it, we were good.
Okay, let's talk about this because this has been a big thing. I'm gonna definitely ask whoever was on Lover's Lane, whoever the next guest are. I'm gonna talk about this. What is y'all issue with season 4 picture?
That's one where everybody was in the blue, right? The
Yes,
blue.
yes.
It was too crowded, man. It was too crowded. It was too much. It was too many people up there. I mean, I feel like you were trying to get everybody in the
I, I
shot,
was.
and
That was the purpose. That was the
I
point.
mean, it was too crowded up there, man. It was way too crowded. We were
Did,
packed in there like sardines.
did you feel like you were overshadowed?
No, 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 no.
Because for me, it was about everybody, as a whole. I didn't want it to be just singled out on me, but I just felt like it was a lot of people, and it's a lot that you were looking at and trying to see. And you have to direct a lot of people to do like, okay, look here and turn here, turn there. It was just a lot going on.
I just want.
My personal favorite is season two. That's my personal favorite.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That one is, first of all, that's not even how it was supposed to look originally. I didn't even know Marcus.
Okay.
Shout out to my god brother Marcus. I didn't even know he was gonna do that. We did the
Okay.
group. We did the group shot. I know he did individuals of y'all, and the next thing I know, I'm
Mhm.
getting an email saying, "Look at this," and then it was what you guys see. I was like,
Yeah.
"That was amazing. That was
Fire.
hands down." Yeah, it was definitely. I would say that was the best one, but season
Uh,
four. But season four is my favorite one
why is season 4 your favorite?
because y'all know I'm a soap head. Like I love
Uh,
huge cast pictures. I just like huge cast pictures. I love seeing 40, 50
okay.
people in a picture. I just think it's dope. Especially if it's color coordinated,
Mm,
man, just it's black excellence everywhere. I think it's a beautiful thing. I will say though, going back, I mean I wouldn't take anybody out, but going back, I would have arranged it differently. If we had more time. Y'all got to keep in mind when we was shooting this, y'all, we was shooting Lovers Lane. At first, we started out shooting it on the weekend, just a whole. I'm talking about 3 days: Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, I don't even think we shot. Did we shoot Friday or was it Saturday and Sunday? The first season.
I thought it
It,
was Friday, Saturday.
no, I think the first season was just Saturday and
The first
Sunday.
one was Saturday and Sunday. Okay.
Yeah, I think the first season was just Saturday and Sunday. And then season two, we did 3 days, and then we ended up having to come back because we was running out of time. And then that's when season three we started splitting it up because it started to get too much to try to
All right.
put all that in there. But I will say this, like I said, every time I do go back and watch the show, I'm just amazed at that we did that. Like
Yeah.
we really did that. Like now, third now
Yeah.
third now, now 38-year-old Carlton, that's not happening. That's not happening.
Hey,
Nah.
listen, many awards later, that show was a force to be reckoned with. It was
Yeah.
definitely talked about a lot. It got me recognized. And so, again, like I always say, and I'm going to say it again now, thank you for giving me the opportunity to play that character because it definitely changed my career for the better.
Oh man, you're welcome, brother. I appreciate you for taking the mantle. I appreciate you for trusting me. I know sometimes I actually do some crazy stuff, but I appreciate
Mm.
you for just trusting me and making Malachi come to life. I do want to talk real quick though about the sad spinoff that didn't happen. Um,
Oh, yeah. Yes. As
um,
we just got that memory last week.
yeah. I was really sad that we couldn't pull it off. I think just because it was we had the cast, but it was just trying to get the locations. I think some dates weren't quite working out. It was a lot of factors that was coming in. And I know at the time I was doing more movies too, so it was like trying to
Mhm.
fit all that stuff in, and then unfortunately we just weren't able to make it work. But yeah, I think the people would have definitely I would have liked to have seen for people that have seen Malachi's journey outside of Lover's Lane. I think it would have been cool to see him in a different environment. Um, but honestly, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm in a space. I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna do the production, but I mean, it literally has been years later. Like, literally, I think it'll
Right.
be. Let me ask you this: what do you think? Don't forget about the script. Like, forget about those scripts. What
Mhm.
do you think Malachi's doing right now? Like it's literally been what the show went off. I'm looking at in 2000 and where's my calendar? Where's my thing? 2019.
Eight,
So in
19?
2000,
Okay.
so it's literally been 5 years now. So 5 years later, what is Malachi doing?
Well, now Malachi is out of film school. So I think that he is working in a low-level position for a studio, trying to work his way up in the writer's room. And I think he is, I think he's found love again. I feel like yeah, it's been enough time for him to find love. So I feel like he's in a relationship with somebody who's healthier for him. Probably somebody who is more so like on his team. Not saying Cynthia wasn't on his team, but Cynthia was kind of like really, in my opinion, thinking more about herself than Malachi's dreams.
Mm,
Um, so I feel like he had somebody who was like more like equally yoked with him. Um, and I want to say that he's in a happy space, and he's got outside of working for the studio that he's working for. I feel like he's writing scripts and trying to slide him in any way he can for his own projects, and he's had a lot to write about because we've had pandemics. We've had a lot going on with the elections and everything. So, I feel like he has had a lot of stories that he had built up just ready to be released. And I think that he would be, on his way to being a successful director, writer, director, force to be reckoned with.
awesome, awesome, awesome. We had a thing on Lovers Lane where you guys were giving your fans names.
Uh,
Started out with Gabe Nation, and then all of a sudden everybody else had names. I was like, "Where is this coming from?" So you had Malachi's minions. Is that correct? That's
yes,
yes. So
right.
how did you feel having because Malachi had a lot of like you had a lot of people loved Malachi. How
They
did you
did.
how did you feel receiving that all that love and appreciation from the people who watched the show?
It felt great. I felt honored to be able to play a character that so many people resonated with and so many people loved and wanted to see the best of him. They would always come up to me and say like, "Man, that Cynthia did you so wrong," or whatever. So it felt good that people actually believed the character enough to feel like I was really going through something when it was I'm like, no, it's the character. I'm good. Um, so
I,
I
I,
felt
I,
I
I
felt
don't have problems in the
right,
bedroom.
right. I don't have problems on that.
I'm good.
Yeah, I love when people believe the character enough that they think that you're actually going through what your character went through. Um, so yeah, it felt like an honor to me to have so many people start a fan base, start an army for Malachi, because I feel like he needed it. He was going through a lot over 6 seasons. He needed somebody that was going to some people that were going to support him. So Malachi's means with that support.
Awesome, cool beans. Now, let's talk about another project. You were the lead in Reindeer Games. Play
Yes,
Rain. Um, this was that your first lead feature?
that was my first lead. Yeah, that was my first lead feature. I want to say
Okay. Okay, cool.
yeah.
So when you got that script, what was your reaction to that?
Yeah. My first real reaction was like, man, this is a lot of outfits I'm gonna have to bring. I saw how many outfits I had for that character. I was like, I've never seen this many outfits for one character. I was like, how am I gonna do this? But we made it work. And I was just like, um, again, the story, like your writing always like gets me drawn in. That's one thing. Like I just, nobody can ever take away from you that you are a hell of a writer.
Appreciate it, bro.
You are. I mean that, man. I mean that. So the story, I was like, this is a great story, and of course, if people don't know, it originally was not a Christmas film.
Right.
Um, so adding that Christmas aspect into it was even better because of the fact that I always like to do Christmas movies, and I feel like now since I've ever said that I want to do Christmas movies, I keep getting them. But that's cool. I don't mind getting Christmas movies. I love them. But yeah, I loved being able to shoot this and see how a Christmas movie was actually shot through your eyes. Um, and yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it. I love that the character. Okay, yeah, I love that the character was like really comedic, but also dramatic because he was different from Malachi because Malachi he didn't really do like funny things.
Hmm.
When it came to Rain, like he got on the radio on the air and he was just like dogging this girl out on the radio. He was he was going through it over losing this girl, and he was walking around the house not taking a shower. He was singing all out of off key and everything. Rain, he was going through it, and he was just able to. I was really able to have a lot of fun playing Rain. I'm not saying I didn't have fun playing Malachi, but they're two
It
totally
was a
different characters.
difference. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was a difference, and I was glad that I was able to show that and not. I hope that people when they saw Rain, they didn't think, okay, this is just Malachi with a different name. Um, and I felt like Rain had a different range, and he was more comedic, and a little more lucid than what Malachi was.
Yeah. Did you like the fact that he actually got with his female best friend?
I did, because I felt like, it was in the end the girl who's always been in his corner. I feel like if he wouldn't have got with her, then I feel like the fans would have been upset because this is somebody who they're just like they're meant to be together. Put them together, and then if you go and watch the whole movie and he goes and gets somebody else, or he stays with the girl who or if it turned out that the girl that ended up, you know, going wrong trying to get the money or whatever, if
Mm.
if that wasn't her story and she was actually a good girl, then I feel like the fans would have been mad that he did not get with her name was AJ, right?
AJ, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I Janika is not against you. My brain.
No, you know, you play so many people, you got so many characters that
Yeah,
you do. It's hard to keep track of everybody. That's what it
right.
is.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a
Yeah,
lot to try to remember. Um, yeah, so I'm glad that they got together in the end. I feel like that was right.
yeah. I enjoyed you playing that part. Like I said, I remember. Like I said, I knew. I said I have to. When I wrote it, I was like, I definitely want Kevin to play this part. Even before it was a Christmas movie, I was like, I definitely wanted
Uh,
Kevin to play this part because, again, man, you are an incredible talent. I saw that. I saw that in the audition. Like I was like, this
yeah,
guy is amazing, and I saw that. I became a fan, of course, of you watching the web series previously, watching Therapy, watching Broken. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I definitely wanted to make sure I did my part to make sure that people saw what you can do, and I'm so proud of everything that you've accomplished since
appreciate it.
since Lovers Lane, since Reindeer Games, and all that great stuff. So, man, you just keep doing great work, brother. I want you to keep doing what you do, man, for real.
I'm trying. I thank you so much. I'm really trying. It's hard out here, but I'm doing what I can.
And then keep in mind, people, we shot Reindeer Games during the pandemic. Actually, so
Mhm.
talk about that. Like, talk about how scary that was. I mean, that was. I mean, let's be
Yeah,
honest. Like, that was a scary time. So,
yeah. So I was definitely like masked up. Like before we got there, of course, I wanted to make sure, that I had took my test to make sure I was good and that everybody else was good because I was scared. I had never had it before, COVID before, so I didn't know, what it would be like for me. So I didn't want to catch it and
mhm.
then be up out of here. Thank God I'm not. Um, but we shot it during a time when, of course, a lot of people were indoors, and that made like a lot of scenes with a lot less traffic because when we went to just like when we shot like the going to was it the park? We went to the park.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, it wasn't a lot of people out there, and so it's like, well, they could have just been extras who didn't even know they were in this film, but we didn't have any extras because a lot of people were still inside the house. And then we shot it in the summertime too, so we shot a Christmas movie in the summer, which I guess that's normal, but we definitely shot it at a time where a lot of people were indoors, a lot of people masked up, and I think with you chose the right people for the cast because we all came together and gave our best, and I don't think people really noticed that we may not have had that many people as extras in the background because it was
right.
just like everybody came and did it, and like, well, I don't want to name our names, but Shamika and of course Kiara, it just everybody came and just killed their roles and did a thing. Your sister Kendra, 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 when she did when she had to nah, and she did her thing, dying from that. Her and Monica's well, and that scene, just the dating scene, was my favorite scene out of the movie. So it was just
Yeah, I
everybody just
agree.
came and did a great job.
I agree. I definitely agree with that. Another project that you were a part of, another holiday film, A Very Merry New Year.
Uh,
Let's we gotta talk.
Ooh,
We definitely gotta talk about that because
okay.
we actually went on location to shoot that
Uh,
film in Tennessee. Had a cabin, and that cabin that we shot in was a cabin that we all stayed in. All fit 11 of us.
right.
stayed in that cabin.
Hold on,
Um,
this unfiltered. My lips are dry right now. Let me just,
fix it.
I know this is not a, we not on something that's professional right now. We just make some good, uh-huh. All right, there we go.
You
Yeah.
know what you look like? You look like you remember. I don't know if you was watching all that then, but the season where they had like the light in their eyes,
Oh yeah,
on the theme song. That's what you look like
yeah.
right now when you did that.
We all that. Let me stop before
Yeah.
you get sued on it. Yeah. So a very Merry New Year. Um, that was that was a whole experience, and that right there behind the scenes could be a movie. I mean, because it was so much that happened. Pretty much, we had severe weather like we're having here now. We had severe weather there. We had a flood. There was a dog that came out of there. I don't know if you want to talk about, what happened with you.
Oh,
Um,
we could definitely talk about that.
yeah, we had the ambulance had to come and scoop you up, take you to the ER. It was, and the whole time this is the first time I was like I'm a vlog because people were telling me, Kevin, we want to see you vlogging when you are actually filming these things, so you should vlog and show the behind the scenes. Little did I know, my first time trying to vlog, all this stuff was gonna happen.
Right.
Um, but it was all, even though all that stuff happened, that was one of the best times I've had because we still just like it's like when we all come together, it's like nothing's gonna keep us down. And so
Yeah.
we all just had a great time. We were still making jokes and just having a good time being around each other. There wasn't any drama. Playing games in between takes and everything. And it was a great time.
Yeah.
I
It
would
was.
not I would not think.
I tell people all the time. I had a good time. I didn't have fun because
Uh,
I'm in director producer mode. So I was trying to make
right.
sure we got everything done. So I didn't really get to like let loose as much as I would have liked to.
Uh-huh.
But it was still a good experience, minus the sickness.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Man, and for people who don't know, basically what happened was my blood pressure elevated like the 200 something. It was real. It was like deathly high. Um, and I was like yelling out for help. People was either asleep but let me explain. 'Cause I want people to think nobody cared. Um,
Right.
it was like a three. It was a three-story or two. It was two-story, three.
It was a two-story. It was two-story.
Okay. Either the stories were like very separated. So I know
Uh,
Kevin and Nelson, they were like at the bottom and they would sleep knocked out in the room, like way on the other side, on the
yeah.
bottom level. So, and the girls, excuse me, the ladies, they were outside, in the jacuzzi. Um,
Uh,
and I know there was two guys, Kevin and Slim, they were asleep, but I know from having sleep apnea, it's hard to wake people up. So I know that now. But basically I was yelling out for help and nobody heard me. And also too, keep in mind the reception was bad. So yeah, so basically I was in the living room yelling for help. Nobody could really hear me because everybody was in, separate, whatever, blah,
uh,
blah. Kiara happened to come upstairs and no, I was saying reception was bad, but I was able to call my mom somehow. I called my mom
uh,
and she was like, well, try to get somebody, da 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 da. I told her, I said, I feel like I'm dying. I said, I feel like I'm about to die. And then
and
um
yeah, that's
then Kiara came upstairs and she was like, I told her what was going on. And so she ended up calling 911, and then that's when everybody started coming into the
right.
room. Now I'm gonna go
'Cause
ahead and
I you
disclose
go ahead.
this since we go ahead and this is a safe truth honesty space.
Uh,
Um, I did have an edible
okay.
because we were done
Safe
filming.
space.
We were
We
done.
were.
Like we were completely done.
We're
And
done.
so I was like, all right, cool. I can relax and chill out. And so I tried. I never had one before, so I tried one. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. It might probably did.
That might have that might have something to
Um,
do with it.
but either way, but also too, I wasn't on my medicine either.
Uh,
So yeah, did all that. So then, as Kevin mentioned, it was a flood. Cause we would stay.
Mm.
Our cabin was right by the river, by the water.
Right.
So
Yep.
it rained, so that elevated the water. So literally, the ambulance could not bring the ambulance down to where we were. Cause we were down here, the hill was up here. So I literally had to wade the water to get to the ambulance. There was a time
That
while we were waiting the water, I just said, "Let me go." I was about to drown. I was like, I said, because I could got tired. I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I said, I said, I'm done. And I just did like this. And they said, no, 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 no. So yeah, that was
And
all.
if y'all want to see, not with I didn't record Carlton, but if y'all want to see anything like this flood, I have the behind the scenes footage on my YouTube channel with the whole thing. It's the behind the scenes for A Very Merry New Year.
Y'all should definitely go check
Yeah.
that out. Y'all should definitely go check that out. And also check out A Very Many Nigga. Check out all the stuff that we talked about. You can always go to the
mm,
website, thevpntv.com. All the stuff is there. So you can check out everything we got going on. Any particular favorite memory from shooting the film?
From that film, well, you know what? I think it was um we did. I have so many. We when Donnell came, he just added another level because I don't even think he was supposed to be there that long, but
Mm.
he came. Or was he supposed to be there?
He was supposed to be there for one day, and I think he just ended up staying.
Yeah, he just ended up staying. When he came, we just had a good time joking like with everybody together, and it was just like that was a really good time. But then I know the refrigerator door broke off, and I just thought that was hilarious. I was just like, so what's already been going on this whole time? Now the refrigerator door comes off the refrigerator. Um, so I think that was a fun time. And then, like I said earlier, there was a dog that we found. And Kiara was gonna take it home and adopt the puppy. And
She ended up she ended
mm,
up rehoming the dog.
right, yeah, she
Yeah.
told me she ended up rehoming the dog because it was too wild. Um, I think uh we were the only black people there
Yes.
in Tennessee
Yes.
in that city. So
Yes.
that right there in itself was like the first night we tried to go and get some drinks, I think, and everything was like closed down, and we had to go to like a gas station. But I don't think we found anything to drink. And I'm talking about adult beverages for anybody. We were trying to find some adult beverages, and we couldn't find any that night, from what I remember.
Yeah, I just know I know there was one night we were trying to get food, everything shut down like at 7.
right.
But somebody
Like what?
told me that was a sundial state, a sundial city.
Oh.
That's what somebody told me after the fact.
Oh.
I was like, oh,
Yeah, after we out there driving around at night trying to get, I'm glad nothing happened to us.
oh right. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
So yeah, that was interesting. Okay, lastly, of course, we gotta talk about the Lions Den. We gotta talk about you playing
Yeah.
Quentin Montgomery. Um,
Mhm.
how that came to be. Pretty much Kevin was just supposed to be on for 2 episodes. That was it. But of
Mhm.
course, I enjoy working with Kevin. I was like, oh no, Kevin has to stay.
Likewise.
So the Kevin got to stay. So we got to figure out how we can incorporate him into the storyline. Now, when I thought about it, I was like, okay, we can make him a sibling. I wasn't thinking about the fact, oh, he's related to because your character, how you were introduced, how Quinn was introduced was he was dating Shaquan, which is
Mhm.
my sister's character, with Kendra's character.
Right.
And so I wasn't thinking at the time. I was like, okay, we can make him a sibling. Oh, but that means that he's her cousin.
Right. And
So
he's kissing kissing
I was
cousin.
like, I mean, I guess he'll be a sick individual. I don't know. I mean, you just gotta do what you gotta do, I guess, to get weak. Because
Right.
eventually he was trying to get money with his dad, and
Uh-huh.
also he was trying to, in some type of way, get revenge upon his siblings because he felt like he missed out on the life that they had, not knowing
Mhm.
that their lives weren't that great either.
Right.
How was your experience coming in? Because you came in season 8 as a guest, and then you was a main
Right.
for the rest of the series. How was it coming in on the tail end of the show?
Um, well, at first I was like, man, these people. I was hoping that everybody was going to accept me. I knew Kendra would because I had already had like somewhat of a connection with her, but I was just like, I'm coming to Augusta and this is your town. You know, this is your city. These are your people. So I was just hoping that everybody was going to accept me when I came in, and they did. And I'm coming into a story that's been going on, like you said, for this is the eighth. At the time, that was the eighth season. So there's been 7 seasons of story. They've already had chemistry together, and I'm just like hoping that I don't mess anything up. Um, so that was what was going through my head. It's like, don't let me mess anything up, and I hope that everybody accepts me because this is a really good show as well, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
That's awesome. We will, of course. I think again, I think it helped tie some things up. I think it helped. You know, just like I said, it helped move the series into trying to end it. We're not trying to. We
Right.
did end it. So I just think it was just another thing to add upon it.
Mhm.
To to make things make sense. Um, what was it like? Because you got to work with the late great Nathan Rothwell. What was it like working with
Yeah.
him? You playing his son.
Um, well, he's very animated. He was very animated. Gosh, all right, didn't know this was gonna happen. Okay,
Uh oh.
I knew that this would happen, but I didn't think that I was gonna get emotional. Um, he was a he
It's all right, brother.
was really he was a really good guy. No, honestly, extremely talented. I feel like I'm gonna cry, man. What?
My bad. I'm sorry.
Uh,
No, he was really a really good guy, like an amazing actor, incredible actor, and he gave me a lot of tips. Like whenever we would do scenes, and he just knew he saw something in me that maybe I didn't see, and he would always push me to do more. Like if I did something, he'd be like, "Okay, do it like this," you know, changes of act, go even harder, and so that helped me to do even better, so that the takes that y'all saw was the best take. Um, and he was just a really like a genuine guy. I
Mm,
mean, I can't say anything bad about him. He was funny, he was loud, he was entertaining, and he definitely is going to be missed. Because again, like working with him again in Reindeer Games, it was good to work with him again on that. Um, and I was really hurt by it. I was really hurt by his passing, even though I knew before, that he was going through things. When he passed, that really hurt me.
yeah, that hit a lot of us. It was yeah. But
yeah.
he definitely missed. He was a part of the beginning of. He's seen me starting out. So
Mhm.
and I was just grateful to. I was grateful that he was able to at least see some of the fruition of what he always spoke into my life and what he
Mhm.
spoke into other people's lives. So I'm glad you got to experience that. 'Cause like I said, he was definitely a force to be reckoned with for sure. For
It
sure.
was an honor.
Working with
Yeah. All right,
him.
we're gonna move on real quick. I want to ask you this
Okay.
question because again, we did talk about that a lot of people love you. Um, do you consider yourself a sex symbol? Because I asked that question because people love Kevin J. Stone. I don't know if you realize that or not, but people, especially the ladies, love Kevin J. Stone. You don't know how many people I like. Even when you used to come to Augusta to film or whatever, they'd be like, when is Kevin coming? How long Kevin gonna be here?" And I'm like, "Listen, he's here to work, and that's it." Um,
uh,
but do you consider yourself a sex symbol?
I honestly do not. I don't. I feel like for me, I always thought that a sex symbol had to be the tall person. I'm short. I'm 5'6". If y'all don't know, I'm 5'6". I'm not tall. So if I crush the dreams, I'm sorry. And then I also feel like they had to have a six pack. I haven't quite got that yet. I'm getting there. I got the. I'm just kind of showing up just a little. I wore a good shirt today. Uh, it's kind of showing off the chest. I wish I had the. Okay, anyway. Um, but I feel like you had that you have to have the body for it, which I'm working on the body. I can't work on the height. Well, actually, I could, but I'm not paying all that money to get my legs extended for another 6 inches. That's what they pay like $50,000 for that.
I'm not doing all that.
And you gotta learn how to
Uh,
walk again. You gotta learn how to walk again.
right. Like, who has time for all that? Not me. Um, but no, I don't consider myself a sex symbol. I think I have a nice smile. My mom always told me that growing up, and a lot of people did too. But outside of that, no, I don't think I'm a sex symbol.
How do you react to people calling you that? Because I mean, people think you are, sir. I'm just, I'm
Uh,
just, I'm just telling you what the people say.
I probably would laugh because when they would, yeah, if I, because I don't think I've ever been told I'm a sex symbol in person. So if somebody said that to me, I probably would laugh because I'm like, you're joking. Um, but I'm flattered. I'm flattered if you think that I am. I don't think I am, and hope that I remain that way, not thinking that way, because I don't want to get the big head because my head's big enough. Just saying, yeah.
What you've played a lot of characters. You played a lot of you've done a lot of things. Not outside of VPN with other independent content creators. You've done stuff on national television. Um,
Right.
what is your dream role? Like, what do you want? What does Kevin J. Stone? What's the dream character that Kevin J. Stone wants to play?
Okay, well, I'll say what type of character first, and then I'll say the actual character.
Okay.
So before last year, I always said that I wanted to do an action role, and I actually got to do that with Steph Perry here in North Carolina. Easy Day Entertainment for those who don't know. Um, he did a fan film of the Suicide Squad, and I played Deadpool, or not Deadpool, Deadshot.
I'm about to
Deadshot, which is
say.
the character Will Smith.
Let's say that's not right, sir. Okay.
I played Deadshot. Well, Dead's in there somewhere, right?
Right, 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 right.
No, but I played Deadshot. And we that's the character that Will Smith played in the movie, the first Suicide Squad. And we did some training for that. So we did a lot of working on the gym, and it was, I mean, I was in the gym just cussing him out because I was so upset that we had to do all this work because he was having me do stuff I felt that was unnecessary. But in the end, it was necessary for the role. My dream was to do something like action because I feel like I always got put into drama, and then every now and then I would get like a comedic role, but it was rare. It was always drama. So that was my dream type of character to play. But then I always say my dream role to play, and I know this is gonna shock some people. I don't even know if I can do it, but I love the X-Men, and my favorite character outside of Storm is Nightcrawler.
Hmm.
Maybe because I don't know if it's because he's blue. Blue is my favorite color, but he's blue and he can like teleport. And I just thought that he always looked cool, and I always wanted to play uh, Nightcrawler. But his character I believe is French, so he has an accent. So that right there would just take some training on his own that I would have to do, which I can't make a French accent. But
Would
I've
you?
always wanted to play him.
I'm about to say, do you want to play Nightcrawler, or would you want to play a character like Nightcrawler?
It, because see, because of the fact that I would want to look like Nightcrawler, I would say Nightcrawler. I mean, I would love to play a character like Nightcrawler if he was like an American black guy. Um, but I know that I would not be able to play the Nightcrawler the way that I want to, because he has that accent and he is, he's usually white. Uh, but if they change things around and just made, revamp the series, which I'm sure fans would not like, if they revamped it and made him a black guy, sign me up.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, it's never say never, bro. I mean, things are always changing and evolving. So
True.
I'm
yeah,
fine if I don't play him, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, yeah, I'm not gonna be hung up on that. I'll take a character like him if that's the case.
got you, got you. What last question for you? What advice could you give someone? Because we always definitely want to end on a positive, encouraging note. What advice could you give someone who may want to get into acting?
I always tell because I get a lot of people in my inbox all the time. I guess they think I just have time to just talk all day. I do not. um, but I always tell them that if you want to get into acting, start off doing background work. And I mean that doesn't have to be for a major
motion picture or television series, that would be great if you did. But if you can't for that, do it for an indie project and get to learn that lingo and how directors and actors and the rest of the crew, behave on set, the terminology. You know, when you hear somebody saying striking, you need to know what that is. Cover your face. Some light's about to come on. Just learn different things and read books. There's a book that's a really good book. They call it the Actor's Bible, called The Power of the Actor. I have a little library in my apartment of books that I have on acting. But learn on the craft, study, and a lot of people think that acting is just easy. Like you just once you learn the lines, that's it. No, you have to learn how to really become a character, and a lot of the acting that you're doing is nonverbal.
Mm,
And one thing that some people don't realize as well is that when you're acting, it's not just good just to learn your lines. You have to actually learn to listen while you're acting. So you need to be able to learn to listen to what your character, your scene partner is saying, so you can actually look believable as if you're really listening to them and not
right.
just waiting for them to say a line. Like you don't want to look like you're looking at their word, their mouth, trying to wait for them to say that word that you need, that you're trying to cue off of, so you know your next line. Actually listen to them, so that if they don't say the line you want, in the same way the script is, you'll know what to say off of what they say because you know your character so well. So learn to listen.
Awesome. That's very good advice, man. We definitely hope people that listen to take that to heart and they actually listen to what you were saying so they don't flood your inbox. Because I feel like you're gonna just say the same thing.
Oh man, listen, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It happens all the time. I always say I made a post saying, "Do not inbox me about." I am not a casting director, and people still inbox me. Hey man, how can I get on acting? How can I? Don't come to me. Your first step is not to come to me because I'm not a casting director.
I'm not a casting director. I'm not a director. I'm not a producer. I'm not
Yeah,
even doing this project. I am just first of all, I'm just passing along the word. I'm not even a part of this project. I'm
right.
just passing
And no
along.
matter how, no matter how many times you just say you passing it along, you can put in bold letters, caps. I'm not a part of this project. I'm just helping pass this along for anybody who wants to be a part of it, and they still gonna inbox you.
Right.
I'm not even a writer, man. Well, I wrote a couple of scripts that Carlton and I wrote. Well, I gave him an idea, and he wrote the script for a project I had.
You helped.
Yeah, I came up with an idea, but but I actually did write a script on my own for a project that I had not filmed years ago. I still got the script in my matter of fact, I'm looking at it now on the floor. Yeah, one day it's gonna be out there.
Why is it on the floor? It's just there.
Man, see now we're getting too personal. What? Why you gotta ask all that? It's on the floor because I hadn't cleaned that part of the room up yet. If you really want to know, hey, all in my business. I thought we were talking about stuff from the show, and now you want to ask now you want to ask my room ain't clean, why my clothes over here ain't folded up yet. I mean, I'm gonna get to them. They're there for a reason. I don't know what that reason is, but they're there for a reason.
Brother, you divulged all that. All I asked you was why the script was on the floor. That's all I asked.
I felt attacked, and I had to explain myself. So if you're gonna attack me, I want to at least get my explanation out.
Oh gosh. Oh man. If the, if the people want to continue to follow you, follow your journey, how can they do so?
You can follow me on all platforms at the Kevin J Stone. There's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and my YouTube channel is youtube.com/ at the Kevin J Stone.
Awesome. All right, cool. All right, Kev, thank you so much. Thank you for being my first guest on VPN chat. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you, man.
This,
Look,
this is dope. I'm
yeah,
excited. I was really excited about doing this. As you can see, I got a brand new microphone. I'm excited about that. I got everything hooked up. So yeah, I was like, this is gonna be dope. I'm thank you for being my first guest and yeah,
thank you
sharing a
for
little
having
bit
me.
about the behind the scenes stuff that we experience here. Hopefully, people can got a better idea of who you are and a better idea of the things that you experience working with Victory Productions.
Yeah, this is fun, man. I'm mad that it's over already, but It's some fun.
Yeah,
This is a lot of fun.
this won't be the last time. I think we'll definitely obviously do a rotation. We'll get people in, and then of course we'll have you back. I mean, we gotta update the people on stuff that you got going on. If it's not VPN, it means other stuff that you're doing. So of course we'll bring you
Okay.
back. And then of course if you're in
Sounds
Augusta, then you can be here.
Yeah.
So
That sounds good. I think.
yeah,
Yeah, I need to come to Augusta so we can make that happen in person. Well, yeah.
yeah, definitely. We gotta hang out anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. All right, people. We are going to sign out. This is Carson T. Clay. I'm here with Kevin J. Stone, and we'll see y'all next time. Well, he won't see you next time. I'll see you next time on VPN Chat. Y'all have a good one.